Welcome. Today we'll be installing the Reese 30153 rail kit along with the Reese Custom Quick Install Mounting Bracket Kit, part number 56002, that features an outboard mounting flange for the 2011 and newer Ford Super Duty trucks. When we're finished with that, we're going to be putting in the Reese R16 fifth wheel hitch. The great thing about this setup is that each of the components meet the highest testing standards in the industry, the Society of Automotive Engineers J2638 standard. For the sake of the video, we will be lowering the spare tire, and it's going to give us a little bit of extra room too. This video presentation shows the custom quick install brackets being installed to the rails in the bed of the truck on the passenger side of the vehicle. Repeat the same installation steps with the custom install bracket and the rails on the driver's side of the vehicle. We're now ready to measure where the rails will be located in the bed of the truck. First, we're going to center the rear rail between the weld seams. Then measure 27.5 inches from the rear edge of the truck bed to the rail. Next, we will mark and center punch the 5 holes for this rail. We will now move the rail out of the way, and we will drill each position with an 1/8 inch drill bit. Before drilling, be aware of potential risks to the vehicle components, such as brake lines and fuel tanks, and make appropriate safeguards to protect them from damage. After drilling the 5 pilot holes, we will temporarily position the Reese Custom Quick Install Mounting Bracket on the outside of the frame and check that the drilled holes align with the slots in the bracket. Now that we have confirmed alignment, we will enlarge the 1/8 inch drilled holes to 9/16 of an inch. Now we will loosely install the frame bracket with the M14 bolts and handle nuts. We're ready to reposition the rail over the holes. Then we will install the 1/2 inch by 2 inch carriage bolts through the rail. Next, we will attach the conical washers and nuts to the carriage bolts along with the U-shaped spacers between the bracket and the rail, and snugly tighten to keep the rail from moving. This ensures metal-to-metal contact. Now it's time to position the second mounting rail into the truck bed. We will do this by taking the fifth wheel legs assembled to the crossmember and placing them into the already mounted rail and also into the second rail. We will then make sure the second rail is centered between the weld seams. We will now mark and center punch the 5 holes for the second rail, drill our holes, and install the fastening hardware. We're going to make one final check with diagonal measurements to ensure the rails are square to each other. Now we're ready to tighten the fasteners in the following sequence. First, we will torque the mounting rails to the frame brackets at 120 foot-pounds. Then we will torque the frame brackets to the truck frame at 148 foot-pounds. Okay, let's go ahead and put the spare tire back in place. That will conclude the Reese Rail and Custom Quick Install Bracket Kit portion of this install. Now we're ready to assemble and install the Reese R16 fifth wheel hitch into the rails. With the crossmember already adjusted to the proper height for our trailer, we're now ready to pin the head assembly to the crossmember using the integral pins. After that, we'll finish up by pinning the R16 hitch into the rails, and that will conclude our install for today.